Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl, Cindy Infinity. How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know when you guys are here. Let me know you can hear me. Oh, it is a nice Sunday evening. Let me know when you guys get in. Please make sure to hit that thumbs up for me. I thank you so much. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I hope everybody's having a great weekend, a good Sunday. Oh, hey, that's you, Vicky. Okay. I wasn't sure who you were before. How are you? I know I saw you over in Janelle's. I'm like, I know she's friendly, but I don't know who this is. Oh, good to know. Okay. All right. Good to see you. I hope everything is going well. Hey, John, how are you? Good to see you. Everything is good. Everything is good. Well, I figured I would come on for just a little bit. I know court's going live like around 8:30. So I figured I would kind of like jump in here and just say hi to everybody. Hey, I'm about. How are you? It's been a minute. How's everything? It's good to see you. How's everything across the Atlantic over there? We've had a lot going on, I guess, this weekend all around here, huh? Lots of stuff going on. Oh my goodness. Craziness, right? Oh, good, John. I'm glad you're doing well. Good. I'm glad. Good, good. Oh, good. I'm about. That's good. Yeah, we've had oh my goodness. It's been some stuff going on. Poor Sharon. Well, it's like I don't know, we'll talk about it in a minute. I just I have my own feelings on everything about what's been going on. I think if anybody saw my community post, you know, um I know that there's been a lot of hate train stuff going on over the weekend in people's communities and community pages, I should say. And I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm about. Thank you for asking. I'm good. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I had a real busy week with work. I had a wedding party. It was just really busy. And then with the kids, they've always got stuff going on. And then we were kind of like winterizing the rest of the outside of the house. We just finally finished. I think they're completely done with the construction now. They packed up everything that they had here. So we were almost a year into construction and we're finally finished. So that's good. So next thing I'll have to do is take you guys on a tour of the new and improved Infinity Casa. We'll have to do that one day this week, maybe. I'll show you guys around and show you what we did. Yeah, right, Vicky. I know it pisses. I know. Well, I've got a few things that I need to say, but Oh, hey, Scout. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, wow. 26 people already in here. Thank you guys very much. Make sure everybody hits that like button on your way in. Please, 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 and thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Elliot, how are you? I saw you did a little quick video and you tagged me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna touch on that just for a couple minutes tonight. Not your video per se, but just the topic in general. The topic in general. I think that we need to I have a few things that I'd like to get off my chest about stuff. And I think a lot of stuff at this point in the game, it's all speculation. Um, you know what I mean? Oh, you just got done. Oh, you're a Lions fan. Well, Scout, I'll have you know that I am a New York Jets fan. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Just saying. Yes. Football. Football, football. We like football in this house, definitely. I like college basketball too. Hit that like. Thank you guys. Yeah, Elliot, I know. I've got a couple things to say about it. And what you said was short and sweet, and I think it was very spot on too, Elliot. You know what I mean? Hold on one second, guys. I'm just grabbing some lotion for my hands. I just got out of the shower while the kids are showering. All right. Ugh. Oh, we got a Chicago Bears fan in the house here. All right. Okay. All right. I don't think so, Scout. I think he's out for the season, to be honest with you. That was a nasty, nasty fall. That was really, but they're still holding their own this year, which is more than I can say for most years. So we'll just have to say. And the Lions are doing well this year. I know that. You're a Bears fan. The Bears. Like that SNL episode with Chris Farley. Oh my God, that's so old. I'm gonna age myself. Aha, Bema. What's going on? Maybe we'll have to have a little friendly wager on that game. I guarantee you'll probably win. That's my wager on that game. So, I was listening to Janelle's earlier. I was in there, but I was cooking dinner, so I wasn't able to chat too much. So if I didn't get to say hi to everybody that was over at Janelle's earlier, I apologize. I found out early Saturday morning. About Sharon and the unfortunate news about what went down and how, she got arrested. And I found out because I got a text message that Bobbles had put out a video about it already. And I think she was the first one probably to say something about it, which to me was just a little, it was just weird. It was just really weird. Like that, at 6:00 in the morning, she's making a video. She hasn't been able to sleep all night. And now she's making a video because she has information and she gets information, even though she's not a part of this community anymore and all of this other stuff, Hey, Monarch, how are you? Good to see you. How's everything? Yeah, I'm about, I feel bad. I do. I really do. I guess there was just some outstanding stuff that she had to take care of. But you're right, Elliot. It was very weird. It was very weird. And the one thing I have to say is like, there was, if you listen to it and she talks about how, she's like, well, some people are going to be upset and some people are going to be happy about it. And, like her people will be sad and her haters will be happy. And I'm just here to report it. And how do I know? Well, it's just because I know things and I'm told things. And I was like, okay. And I think the one thing that we had all said all along was like, during Bobble's time of what she was going through and her episode and her I don't know what you want to call it, time off of YouTube, mental instability, just a lot of stuff going on in her own life. The one thing I always remember is that Sharon didn't really say anything about it. She didn't go at her. She didn't go really saying too much about it, if at all, if I remember correctly. And so, what struck me as strange was that this was being reported by somebody who she had like kind of left alone. So that was the first thing that was kind of odd to me, And I haven't spoken to Sharon. I haven't, I don't really know what happened. We will find out in due time. This is just me, um, speculate. I guess, I don't know. Like, it's like they do in the true crime community. You talk about what the information you have right now, and you kind of can gather up and surmise kind of what happened here. Um, yes, it is a little coincidental. Exactly. It's very coincidental, Scout. Absolutely. And here's the other thing, guys, and this is the other thing I kept thinking about. You've got people out there. Obviously, Sharon has a bunch of supporters, and she has people that are her ride or die, and then she also has people that she's really that are really against her for one reason or another. She can go tit for tat with people. She can keep on things. She's one that doesn't like necessarily let up all the time about stuff. Um, but what I find interesting about this, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong here, any of the stuff that Sharon's had going on in her life has never pertained to her hurting somebody else, right? In terms of the law, it's always been about, um, drugs or things of stuff that she's done to herself, right? It's ways she's never hurt somebody else. It's never been a violent crime. She's never done something to somebody else. It's always been stuff within her own addiction and her own ish, right? So it's hard for me to see how people can celebrate when you're part of a community that is comprised probably 85% of people, 90% of people that came into this community because they either are addicts, are former addicts, have family members that are addicts. How addiction in some way, shape, or form has plagued a part of our lives. And so for that to be then condemned by people who were, or I guess you're always considered an addict or whatever the case might be, or a reformed addict, I don't know the proper terminology for it, for people to come down on her that hard, like, oh, she deserves it. No, that's not why. Like, she doesn't deserve that. I mean, she suffers from the disease of addiction, and she knows it, and she's very open about it. And she's been talking about, really hardcore talking about wanting to go to rehab and get clean and all this other stuff. And the only thing that we can do is support her, or you just don't say anything at all. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. you know? Hey, Jax, how are you? I'm sorry if I missed anybody here. Please forgive me. I'm just talking real quick here about what I wanted to say about the whole Sharon thing. And, I've never had a bad experience with Sharon. Okay. And people want to say, well, she's only as good until you stop giving her money. Well, that's not true, because I'm here to tell you that I've never given Sharon a dime, but her friendship has always been there, for me on and off YouTube. Okay. And she hasn't done any crimes that have hurt anybody else. Now, people might be butthurt because she might go at them in the community and she might say things. And you know what? If your feelings are hurt, too friggin' bad. Because I'm sure on some level, you've given it right back to her in one way, shape, or form at some point in time or another, right? Because nobody's innocent here. And people want to sit and they want to write these community post after community post after community post on different channels saying how she deserves it, how this is karma, how, they'll finally get a break from, you know, her harassing them. No, if you don't go and look, I don't think that she's picking up the phone and actively calling and harassing you. So that's your own damn fault. Something about you. I mean, I understand, well, and I Bible says she, she's got to pay her debts to society. Okay. I mean, I mean, I guess if you really want to interpret what happens when you break the law, yes, for all intents and purposes, that is correct. But the way that I look at it is like, the only person that all right, can you guys hear me okay now? Let me know if you guys can hear me better now. Okay. Okay, good. All right. All right. I don't know what happened, you guys. It might be this time of night, maybe. I don't know what happened. Anyways, okay. Well, let me know if it does it again, guys. I'm so sorry. Where did I leave off? What did you guys hear me say? Okay, good. Good. Thank you, Bama. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bama, I was just reading in the comments here that you said snitching on someone for revenge is just wrong. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you've ever had somebody in your life that's ever been stuck in any kind of predicament like she's been in, you never really want to see something bad happen to them. And I think so many times the reason that people can behave the way that they behave is more or less because they're scared and they're nervous. And so part of me is like, as she's getting closer and closer to wanting to fix her problems and go to rehab, I'm sure she's getting scared. I'm sure she's getting scared. And sometimes that when someone's nervous and scared about something, it can come out in different ways. Um, and I'm not making excuses for anything. you know, she's been stuck in this disease of addiction for a very long time. And I have had very personal heart to hearts with her, and said to her, I would love to see her do better for herself. We've had countless conversations about that over the years. And so I'm really hoping that this that she is comfortable, to a degree, and that this maybe is the push that she needs. Um I just hate to see that people are jumping on the hate train. Like all of a sudden they want to say things because why? She can't clap back. I mean, that's a coward to me. And someone who's going to come on at 6:30 in the morning to do a video about it was somebody that was obviously waiting to do it. Right. Well, in a lot of areas, they have become decriminalized to a degree. But if you think about it, no matter what the charges are, it's all nonviolent, drug offenses. And she wasn't hurting anybody. She was only hurting herself at the end of the day. Um, yes, I do too, Tandra. I hope that she does get clean. I really do. It would be a nice blessing for her and for her mom. Um, Thank you guys. Yeah. No, and that's all I wanted to say was like, I just, I'm not one to say like, everything added up with what she said was going on. You know, it's just nothing's added up about any of this. You know. Yeah, that's good. That's really good, Vicky. I'm glad that she did. Well, what's there to hate about her? She has bumped heads with a lot of people in the community, and she's tried, to make up with them. And some people, like, my theory is that once do me wrong once, shame on you. Do me wrong twice, shame on me. So when I see how this is me personally, when I see how somebody can be, I walk away from the situation. I walk away from the person. I don't try to make amends and try to fix things, because once you show me who you are, that's all I need to see. You know what I'm saying? Hey Marcy, how are you? Good to see you. Well, I think that, she's going to need a good treatment program, and obviously jail is not going to be the good treatment program for her. Um, so I don't know, I don't really know exactly what's going on. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, and she might need maintenance. There's a lot of people that are on maintenance meds for the rest of their lives, and if that's what she needs, then so be it. But I mean, she's not even really being given the opportunity at this point. You know what I mean? And we're not really sure, we're not really sure what all of this stuff was about. Um, you know, Maybe there was sometimes when you have a case, and then sometimes you need to do like a check-in. And I think it's been about a year since she was down there. So I don't even know. I mean, it's for her to clear up. Um, I mean, obviously she wasn't wanted that badly, because they didn't come to, Detroit to get her. So I don't know. Um, Bama, I believe that was the court date that she was at last year, if I remember correctly. And, when she was at that hotel, which had that water park, and when she was at that hotel with the water park, that's when Bobbles and her community called the hotel, remember, if I'm remembering correctly. And that was the court date that she had supposedly, I thought, had cleared up everything there. But maybe there was something that was missed. Maybe there was something that she was supposed to do, some kind of a check-in. I have no idea. I really don't know. um I know how a lot of this stuff can go, and a lot of times things can be missed. People can things can get mailed, and things get lost in the mail all the time. So I mean, if you're not being diligent about checking, you know court websites and things of that nature, if you think that everything is a done deal, then she might have thought it was a done deal. Who knows? I really don't know. Right. I know, Marcy. Yeah. You have to be careful. And you know what? Even when you are careful, and even when you're doing absolutely nothing wrong, things can happen too. That's the way that the law can be sometimes. Right. Elliot. Yes, exactly. Hopefully she'll do a little time if that's the case. And I don't really know, we could probably find out a little bit more information this coming week, in what way to, maybe be able to help her. I mean, I know that she had it planned out in her head, and this might not have been how she wanted things to go down, obviously, but it's just, you know. Yeah, Elliot, remember that one when she called on the live, when she called the hotel? I believe that's when she was down in South Dakota. Okay, can you guys hear me again? I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, good. All right. Sorry. I think it's because, I don't know if it's because it's this time of night and I have 4 kids here and everybody's on some kind of a device. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. I can see what you guys are writing here. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Don't go away. Please make sure you guys smash that like button as you're coming in. I appreciate you guys so much. Elliot, it's so funny. You are not a walking corpse. Oh my God, you are too crazy. I saw Jennifer came in here. Hi, Jennifer. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up in the chat here. Just bear with me, guys. I know, Elliot. I think that's why everybody keeps closing. I'm in my bedroom and everyone keeps closing the door. And I swear, I feel like when they close the door, I don't get a good enough signal. I don't know why. Let me know if I start roboting again, guys. I'm sorry. I only wanted to be on for like an hour before court goes live. Well, yeah. So we were talking about this a little bit in Janelle's earlier, and like, what's up and I were teasing each other, and I was like, it seems very suspicious that if like it happened at like 4:30 in the morning, right? Because I know a couple people got a phone call from Irv at like 4:30 in the morning. And then Bobbles is making a video and posting it up. And she's like, oh, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I've been debating and I've been up all night and I've been debating whether or not I want to do this. It's like, well, then you obviously got that information prior to 6 or 6:30 a.m. Right. And it just seems very facetious in that way. It just seems like a very on purpose type of a jab. And the only thing I have to say is that everybody, for the most part, except for one person, which was not Sharon, gave Bobbles grace when she was going through her mental illness and what was going on there. And so I don't really understand how she's not part of the drama. She doesn't want to be part of the community. She's exited away from all of that. But then she's the first one to be like, but I have to let everybody know. Well, no, you don't. It's because you want to let everybody know. You had to be in the know and you wanted to let everybody know. No one twisted your arm. And don't say that you're not part of the community, because you absolutely are. That's like, we're not children here. We have brains of our own and we can figure that out. You know what I mean? Wait, what are you guys saying here? Sorry, I missed. I'm totally she's backpedaling? I don't know if she really had anything to do with it or not. Yeah, there's a video on that channel as well. She got arrested, Tandra. I understand that. But you know what the problem is that it's the gross part about everybody jumping on the hate train. And no one is trying to negate the fact that there's probably been things that have been outlined that she needed to handle. And, you got to handle what you got to handle. And if you don't handle it, well, then somebody might come for you at some point in time. We're not saying like she's completely innocent and all that, but the way that it's, the fact that people are just talking so dirty about it, Like she deserves it. She deserves it. Well, at the end of the day, she's hurting nobody but herself, you know? And we all know that, you know? You know what I mean? It was ultimately Sharon's actions, but at the end of the day, it's nothing for people to celebrate because she didn't hurt anybody else, you know? And if it's because that, you know, she got into a riff with you on YouTube, has nothing to do with the law. It has to do with the fact that she got into a riff with somebody. You know, that happens to people all the time. That doesn't mean that, you know, you wish them, you know, to get locked up or whatever. I mean, at least in my book, I don't know. Well, it's like people are going out of their way. You know, people are definitely going out of their way to mess with her, you know? And honestly, people, what is it the saying? People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, you know? Right. Exactly. Like Sharon's never gone real life on somebody, you know? That's the difference. That is absolutely the difference. You know, think about what she would be saying if the tables were turned, if it was any one of us. You know what I mean? And we were online, you know what I mean? She would be like hardcore standing up for any one of us if that happened to us. I know she would. That's the kind of person that she is. All right, guys, bear with me for 1 second. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Guys, please make sure you smash that like button on your way in. Bama, I'm going to let you handle this for 1 second for me if you don't mind, honey. All right, you guys, sorry about that. Okay, let me see. I want to catch up in the chat here. What do you guys say? Oh, let's see. Hey, Janelle, how are you? Welcome. Let's see here. Let's see here. Right, exactly. Oh boy. All right. Oh my goodness. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get back into the chat here. Oh, Inkster Stinkster. Well, we know you didn't like her. Listen to me. I mean, listen, I've never seen you here before. Well, I know you have a channel. I know that you've gone at her, but I didn't say she didn't bring heat on herself. I'm saying that people have obviously added to the fact that the heat hasn't gotten brought onto her. You know? I don't think anybody's misinterpreting what I'm saying here. And people can be mad all they want, but they're also butthurt at the end of the day. You know, they don't like their feelings getting hurt. Exactly, Elliot. People can have their reasons for being upset with her, but it doesn't give them a reason to call the police or get involved in the situation. Exactly. MYOB. Like, mind your business. Don't be a friggin' snitch. Come on. Right, exactly. But it was, you know, it is what it is, you know? It just, unfortunately, it is what it is because of things that happen. It's not like anybody, like, you know, is maker taking the rap for something that she didn't do. But again, at the end of the day, she wasn't hurting anybody but herself. Right, Janelle? I know. Yeah, and you know what? Showing up at 4 a.m., like, that's like, well, that's almost like embellishing like something else was going on, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Yeah, Elliot, that's a nice sentiment. I would think otherwise. I've had my own dealings with her, and I don't trust her as far as I could throw her. But that's just me. You know, that's been my experience, and I have watched things happen historically over time. Um, and that's just the way that it goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Marcy. I fucking love you, girl. They're awesome. That's great. Yes, yes. People are slow and they don't understand what the fuck we're saying. Oh my God. Now, Elliot, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a piece of advice here. That is somebody that you just know that she's loyal to one person and one person only, and that is to herself. Her loyalty is to herself. It is to nobody else. And I learned that a long time ago. And so I have, you know, like I said, do me wrong once, shame on you. Do me wrong twice, shame on me. I'm not going to give you a chance to have a second time to do me wrong, if you know what I'm saying. And that's that. You know? Right. Well, that's true, Marcy. Karma can work in both directions. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could have told you that. Yes, goat snitches get stitches. For real. That's true. I don't think so, Bama. I don't think so. Oh, Mr. Rourke. Oh my God, Mr. Rourke. Hey, Honda. How are you? Good to see you, honey. Welcome to the crazy chat over here. Welcome to the crazy chat. I'm trying to. Oh, you know what, Honda? Oh, okay, good. Never mind. Sorry. I was just trying to look up something. Yes, that is true. If she had her page up or her previous videos and things of that nature, you'd be able to see one from a while back. So, well, no, and that's the other thing, Marcy, is that they were tough enough to call, but scary asses can't come out here and just say it. No, and but here's the other thing: everyone all of a sudden is like, you know, hooray, hooray on their community pages, but it's like you had to wait until she was behind bars and she can't come back and say anything to you before you do that. Like, really? Wow. Okay. To me, it's a bunch of cowards, you know? Well, you know what? We love you, Honda. Hi, Crossroads and Cats. It's kind of obvious who called, but don't see how it matters was bound to happen. Well, it does matter because at the end of the day, we're just talking about this because we do care. Like the people over here care for Sharon, on a different level than a lot of other people do, right? And the reason it matters is because you also need to know, like, who's got your back and who doesn't at the end of the day, because this isn't going to be forever, And so she needs to also know who she can and can't trust at the end of the day. So we don't know for sure about everything, but it was nobody's business. And like we've been saying, she wasn't hurting anybody but herself. Yep, exactly, Marcy. I said the same thing I said. Bunch of punks. So, but yes, but no, I mean, we're all here to just kind of support each other and to, like, we can rally for her however we need to, and we can rally for her in the positive sense that we want to see her go to rehab and we want to see her get better. And you know what, even last year I remember when she was dealing with some court stuff, which I thought was down that way in South Dakota, I remember her calling me afterwards, and I said to her, "See, now don't you feel better? You got it out of the way. It's behind you. You can put it behind you, or whatever court date or whatever it was at that point in time. Like you face up to it and you own up to whatever mistake you made. And again, it's not her hurting somebody else. She wasn't stealing from somebody. She wasn't hurting somebody else. She was hurting herself. And that's it." I know, Mr. Rourke. I'm going to be okay. I promise I'm going to be okay. Yes, exactly. Well, that's the thing. I mean, listen, and Jennifer, I saw it. Was it Jennifer that said she just cut her hair? That's awesome, Jennifer. I love pixies. Pixies are so fun. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. I do hair, so I'm always looking at what other people are doing, all kinds of styles. Yeah. Bama. There's probably a lot wrong with people. I'm telling you. And they want to come in here and tell us how we can't speculate. We can speculate all we want. That's why we're here, Yeah, Mr. Rook, what's your gig? Stop. Oh, man. Well, you guys, at the end of the day, we're here for her, however we can support her. I know everybody's had their, different communication with people, in and out of YouTube. And I think that especially now, because it's a very vulnerable time for her, and I don't want this to deter her. The one thing I don't want to see is that, I want to see her get this out of the way, whatever, her court stuff is that she has to take care of. And, and sorry, I'm reading Mr. Work's comment here. Oh my God. What's going on now? You're right. I know, Marcy. Well, no, these are accounts that people have. These are other accounts that I've seen across the board. They just don't support Sharon, But they can come in here as long as they're not saying anything foul. That's fine. You can keep the algorithm going for all I care, Yeah, exactly, Elliot. Like there's been times where people have probably not agreed 100% with what Sharon has been doing, but we don't want her to harm herself anymore. And I've had a lot of heart to hearts with her, just like I would anybody else. Like I'm a very caring person in that regard, and I'm also very, very realistic at the end of the day. And you know what? Like there comes a tipping point, and I have to say, there comes a tipping point where you can really start to see the downfall in somebody. And when they've been on drugs for quite a while, it's like somebody like Maddie. You look at the downfall in her. Anybody that's ever had somebody in their family, you can see the downfall. You can see the mental downfall, the physical downfall. And the one thing I want to do, and I know that she has said that she wants to make her mother proud of her at the end of the day. And so I think that what we can do is best support her in the sense of, you know what, go and get yourself clean, go get the help, and we'll be here to support you every step of the way, you know? And rather than constantly, ridiculing her like everybody else wants to do because, they don't want their feelings to get hurt because she's going to leave them alone. Well, then so be it. You know what? Maybe you shouldn't be on YouTube if you don't have tough enough skin. I mean, what do you want me to say? You know? Oh, hey, JMS. Good to see you, honey. I don't know. I don't think Irv's daughter had anything to do with this. Um, yeah, I mean, I know that his daughter and her at one time had beefed or whatever, but no, I don't think that she has anything. I don't think that this has anything to do with that. Right, Elliot. I understand. No, it's you know what that's the thing. Some people can see, she really is a very kind and caring person, guys, at the end of the day. And I think that a lot of times the anxiety or the fearfulness of a lot of things in this world like that she's going to be faced with, they can like not just with Sharon but with anybody, they can come out as maybe anger, or they can come out directed at somebody, in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? So, um that's still no excuse, obviously, but at the end of the day, she's not hurting anybody in the eyes of the law except for herself. Hey, Pink. Hi, hi, hi. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Yeah, I know, right, Jax? I know it is true. No, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, if people can see who she is, and we can support her in that way, just positively encouraging her, um, that she needs to go and get the help that she needs. Yeah, I think that that's the most important thing that we can do, and just supporting her in that regard. Um, that's I think the best thing that we can do. I know, Mr. Rook. I know, but I do have content because you guys are all my peeps, and I love all you guys, and you know that. And I'm glad that everybody's here. I really thank you guys for being here. Like I said, I wanted just to come on for a little bit. I didn't want to interrupt Courts Live. I had a little bit of downtime. All the kids are taking showers now and stuff like that. So I cooked all weekend. I did hair for the kids this weekend. I had a busy weekend at work. Well, yesterday I was at work. Had a wedding party. Um, so it's um it's been quite the week. So I just wanted to end it on a good note, and I wanted to touch base with everybody. And I'm so glad to see everybody here. I'm really glad to see everybody here. So thank you so much. Um, you guys are awesome. You guys rock. Can you know that? I hope you do know that. Um, I'm gonna probably do maybe come live a little bit tomorrow, either tomorrow or Tuesday, possibly. You know, um, we can kind of touch base on everything, and we'll just see where things go with from here. You know what I mean? Um, I think that Mr. Work. You got us up again? Oh no. How are you? Again? It must be the time of night, guys. I'm sweating. Hi, Dawn. I don't know if you heard me say hi to you before. Okay, sounds okay now. All right. Well, while it's sounding good, I'm going to do my exit here because this way you guys can hear me. So I thank you guys very much for coming in. I'm sorry if you guys missed it. We were just chit-chatting about Sharon and the whole situation and just how things are just not quite adding up. But, this is me being like the true crime buff that I am. And I'm just going to start to put the pieces of the puzzle together as needed. So, but thank you guys very much. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way out. I love you guys long time. And please make sure to check out Quartz Live. She's going live tonight around 8:30, I believe. So I love you too, honey. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, it's okay, Dawn. Just go, just rewind, Thank you so much. I love you guys long time. And we will do this again very, very soon. Make sure you have your notification bell on as well. All right, guys. Have a good night.